Hi everyone, it's Pampered Chef Jackie here, and I'm doing a video of my dinner tonight. What I'm making is a hamburger and mixed vegetable, mushrooms and onion mix, and I just wanted to show you a couple of products as well while I'm doing it, and some tips and tricks to make your life easier in cooking in the kitchen. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. Right now I am cooking some mushrooms and onions that are diced in here. They've been cooking now on like a medium heat, and I've been just stirring it up. And what I'm going to be doing is adding hamburgers in them, letting the onions and mushrooms sweat out. I haven't added anything in here except for olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, which has a Italian infused flavor into it. And then I have over here some hamburgers, and I don't have the hamburger press to make the actual round hamburgers, and we don't really eat hamburgers in a bun too much. So what I do is when I get my meat from the grocery store, my hamburger, my ground beef, I just get little sandwich baggies and put in a little, like a slice like that thick into the bag and flatten it out with my hands and individually pack them like this. This way it's easier to defrost. I don't have to take out a whole chunk of meat to do so. So just a tip and trick right there for you. And I'm going to go ahead and just add these little baggies of hamburger into my mix, because the onions oops, sorry, didn't open the bag first. My onions and mushrooms have been in there already for a little while. Sorry if it's a little bumpy, the road here, because I'm doing this one-handed. Okay, so the hamburger's in there, and what I have here is our tool. It's a mix and chop. It's great because it could stand on the stove, stand straight up, and you can store it in your tool caddy like I have here, standing straight up this way, upwards. So what's great about this tool, the mix and chop, is you can just press down on your meat and chop it down so you don't have big chunks of hamburger when you're making your food. It's super easy to just go ahead and ground up that chunks of hamburger into small pieces. So I'm going to let this sit here for a little bit and cook up. Turn the heat up on my stove a little bit as well, and let that work up a little bit. Another tool I wanted to show you, which is really great that we offer, is the cookware protectors. And as you see here, I have my pots and pans, and I have these protectors in between each of them. Now the set comes in 3 protectors, 2 smaller sizes and in a larger size. And this is the small size. 2 of these that you get, and it's really thick and really pretty as well. You have this side here and this side, and it really does protect. They fit nicely into the wells of the pan, and then you just go ahead and put the next one on top. So it's super easy to use, very durable. They're washable as well, so you don't have to worry about them not being clean at all. You can always wash them every once in a while. And then we have this really big one here, which I use for the pot that I'm cooking on. It's one huge one. As you can see on the stove, it's pretty big. So you get 3 of these for $11. Let me take it away from the hot area. You get 3 of those for $11, and our mix and chop that we have is $12. It's a great deal. Like I said, you can use it for so many different things, making mashed potatoes, grounding up your beef. It's not just necessarily for hamburgers, making stew, anything really that you want to stir and chop up and get all incorporated, everything together. It's really great. It's really self-explanatory how to use it. I know a lot of people say when they see the weird shape of this tool, like, well, how the heck do you use it? So I decided I was going to show you in my tonight's dinner how to use it. Now when you're making food like this, anything with like onions or mushrooms, you don't want to add any salt into it until you're almost done cooking, because you're going to sweat out all the water in your vegetables that you're cooking, especially mushrooms. Mushrooms retain a lot of water, so if you add the salt in, you're going to get a lot of liquid in the bottom. You can always thicken that liquid if you want by adding a little bit of cornstarch or making a roux with flour, but we want to go healthy, so we don't want to really add any starch or flour into the food. There's a lot of extra carbs that we don't need. So my seasoning will go in right near the end. And excuse me one second while I'm going to go ahead. I have some frozen mixed vegetables that I'll be adding to this mixture, because it's just easier for me to add. As you can see, the meat also is sweating out too. I like my meal a little saucy, so I'll just go ahead and leave the water in there. But you could definitely go ahead and drain out that water. So you see here that I'm just going to go ahead and incorporate all of that together. And I don't know if you got to see beforehand that the mixture, the meat, what we started with and what we're ending with, look at how beautiful those pieces are. They're not humongously gigantic pieces. They're actually nice and bite-sized, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to let that sit there for a little bit and cook. But I just wanted to show you, like I said, the two great tools that we have, the Mix and Chop, $12, and also our cookware protectors, $11 for a set of 3. Awesome, awesome tools for the kitchen. I think everybody should have at least the protectors for your cookware, because especially when you have the non-stick surface and you don't want to go ahead and ruin your pots and pans. And look at how well protected they are. And this one also is a Pampered Chef pan, as you can see. Very durable, very nice weight. Balanced as well on the stove. You don't have to worry about it wobbling like I am with this one that I'm using that's not a Pampered Chef item. But if you guys are interested in anything that you've seen here, the recipe, what it calls for, it's pretty easy, and this is a really quick meal. You don't have to do a lot. If you have our microwave rice cooker, you can get some rice and put it in, eat that with rice. It's super easy, super simple. Mashed potatoes would go good with this as well. But if you have any questions or comments, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help you out. I'm going to go ahead and season up with some salt and pepper now, maybe even an Italian blend spice that I have, and that's it. So great having you here with me in my kitchen for dinner tonight. Like I said, anything, questions, comments, feel free to leave them below, and talk to you later. Thank you. Bye. Have a great night, everybody.